Hey everybody, how's it going? My name's Terry and welcome to Gut Check. Gut Check is the final name and branding I've decided upon for these movie reviews that I have just been cranking out lately. Normally when I go see a movie, I want to talk about it immediately afterwards, and with the last bunch that I've done, they have been like maybe 15-20 minutes up at most a day after I have seen the movie, so they're all my initial gut reactions. And that is the theme that I'm gonna go with from here on. Maybe include some gross gastrointestinal imagery to go with it? Who knows? Let's see where this weird stuff takes me. Anyway, you saw the title, so you know that today, for Gut Check number 1, technically 5, 6, I don't remember how many I've done so far, I saw Tag a little bit ago, and it was pretty freaking good. Probably replaces Upgrade as my second favorite movie this year. Anyway, Tag is a movie with a very simple premise that right out of the gate does not sound like it would make a good movie. 5 guys have been playing a single game of Tag for 30 years. That's it. That's it. This covers one of their more important events that happened during this massive game of Tag. And it was one of the most enjoyable movies I have seen this year. Like I said, probably number 2 now. Still doesn't beat that pinnacle of Paddington 2, but it's probably, I think it goes above Upgrade, yeah. Anyway, the way they frame this is about, I guess, kind of like a pseudo-main character. Like, the audience surrogate is a journalist for the New York Times who is interviewing one of the guys a part of this game when one of his friends just jumps him and gets the tag. And she just immediately inserts herself into this experience of these 5 35, 40-year-old men still playing the same game of Tag they started in elementary school. And it's great because there's one guy played by Jeremy Renner who has not been tagged. He has been completely untouchable the entire time, and the way they frame it it works for such a goofy premise. Like, he's some kind of martial arts ninja, and it turns out that he like knows everybody in the town. So like everybody's in on it. So like they help him. He does like fitness, and like he's got like a personal gym and everything that he teaches fitness classes at. So he like helps even more people. They set it up so well. And the main like recurring gimmick that happens in this movie is like a thing that we have seen so many times in movies since the first Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr., where the time slows down and it zooms in on like the character who's trying to make the decisions and do the actions, and they have like that slow monologue of exactly what they're going to do. And when it starts the first time, it is an exact take for the Sherlock Holmes movies, but then like each time it does it, it gets a little bit more funny because they make it more jokey. Like there's rather than it being a layout of what they're going to do, it's more like their personal reasons for doing it and why, like, psychologically that person that he's up against is going to do a specific thing. And the joke just lands. Like, it happens like 4 or 5 times, and it lands each time, and it's really good because it like ups it each time, and it's great. Hannibal Buress is in this movie, and I am a sucker for that man and his comedy so much. Every single time I see him, whether it's a cameo, extended cameo, or full role in the movie, I am hooked. To just stand there, subtly say like stupid off the wall things that perfectly fit, and then just unmatched comedic timing for these very subdued moments. Mwah! Perfect. Love it. He needs to be in like every comedy I see for the next year, because man, the Hannibal Buress is a treasure. God, so good. Well, gut reactions, like I said, is that it's a good movie. It's very fun. I had a lot of fun watching this movie. Incredibly hilarious. A really nice, like, down-to-earth comedy that has that, like, very wholesome bit at the end, because, like, a comedy really doesn't land if it doesn't have that emotional weight at the end. But it's, like, I kind of called a thing that happens that I don't really want to spoil because it's a major spoiler. I might put it after like a big like blank spoiler warning moment, because I do really want to brag about how well I called this. But I think more than anything else, I need to commend this movie for having a premise that in no way could make a good movie. It just doesn't sound 30-year-old men, 40-year-old men playing tag. Does that sound like it makes a good movie? It doesn't. But it's incredibly refreshing because it's not a sequel. It's not another take on a genre film. It's not a remake. It's not based on anything. It is a fun, original movie that you should go see because it deserves your business. You deserve to have a good time. And now is where I put in that big old spoiler bit because I'm proud of this. I am so proud of what I did today. Are they gone? Okay. So if you want to have it spoiled, you're here. If you've already seen it, you're here. If you're watching my stuff, then you're here. Good for you. You made smart decisions today, and I'm very happy for you. And happy for me, because that means people are watching my stuff. Anyway, when I first saw the trailer, I immediately knew what was going to happen, because it was one guy in the group making a big deal about getting everybody back together for one last game, one last go around. Because like, this is a cliche. This is a movie cliche. And it happens so much. And I called it because the character who pulls everybody together to get everybody to come play tag for one last major game, to do one big old breakthrough again, has cancer. I have told this prediction to just about as many people as I have told about this movie. When I said I was going to go see it, it's just like, I guarantee that guy who got everybody together, he's got cancer, because it makes a big deal about it being like making sure everyone's together and have a good time. But having called it, it didn't really take away from that emotional punch of it, because I was so like endeared to these characters, because all the characters are really good, and they felt like good personal friends, and it worked really well, and it really struck home with like all the friends that I have. Like, I don't have any friends from when I was a kid. Like, all the friends that I have now, like the oldest friendship I have are with people I met when I was in high school, and most of those people are people that I met just out of high school. So my longest friendship is probably actually with my wife. I met her when I was 16, so 12 years. So she's probably one of the people I have known the longest who is currently in my life right now. So like, I don't have that childhood friendship thing, but it really struck home with these like goofy traditions and rules and stuff that your personal friend group has, and it made me reminisce about that. And it warmed my heart, and I had lots of fun, and like, you get really invested in them coming up with these big elaborate plans, and like the stakes are super low for all of it, but it matters so much because I liked these guys. I liked the characters, and I just can't say it enough. I had a real fun time. Go see it. And thank you for watching. I have come to the realization that I exclusively pump out videos at the expense of sleep, because it's like 2 in the morning, and I just got done editing another video, and I finally was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, because I had to charge the camera too, so I needed to do something to fill that time. I'm going to bed. It's really, really friggin' late. Bye!